I got champagne. They just offered me a bag here at Munich Hermes store. I just wasn't expecting it, but I literally cried. It's just so special. And look at how cute their champagne glasses are. Cheers! It's a good day. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. Today's video is so exciting because I'm unboxing an Hermes bag for you guys. I just can't believe that I'm actually filming this video. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. I was not ready for this experience, but it is nonetheless a really good experience that I want to share with you guys. I hope you guys have a snack with you, a drink. I currently have my peppermint tea. It's my favorite tea. Anyways, let's get right in the video. So I'll give you guys a little bit of a story time. I was actually in Munich and I was like researching just in case if they have an Hermes store. So I looked it up and it was about 3 stories or 4 stories, something like that. So it's definitely one of the biggest Hermes stores that I have seen. And I knew I was going to be in Munich for a couple of days. I was there on a Sunday, and as you guys know, if you have been to Europe, in Germany, stores are closed on Sundays, even the luxury stores, so nothing was open. And I never really thought I was going to get a bag. I knew I wanted to go in and just see if they had this Hermes mules that I've been wanting to buy for a while. You guys know that a lot of like luxury houses have the popularity of having bad customer service, so a lot of the reviews online were terrible. Honestly, for me personally, I've always had pleasant experience. Every time I travel and there's an Hermes store, I always try to see if I could get in or even get an appointment. But I figured, you know what, and if I don't like the service, I have the right to leave anyways. I have a little bit of an experience about the boutique, so I was never really, what's the word, intimidated to go into an Hermes store. Okay, going back to the story, I went there was no lineup. I literally just went into the store and was greeted by these 2 lovely ladies at the front, and they say like all the sales associate were unavailable and if I was willing to wait and browse around. It was definitely one of the best Hermes stores that I've been to. It was very organized and it was very busy. Like the men's store, I saw so many men with literally Birkins and Kelly and her bags. Like everybody had an Hermes bag. Also, the strip in Munich where the store was is lined with designer shops. So it was kind of like an eye candy walking down the street, and I was like eyeing a lot of people with Birkins and Kelly. Like I've never seen a city with so many people with Hermes bags. So I was like feeling really hopeful, but also at the same time, I wasn't expecting anything at all. So I walked in, I was kind of browsing around. There was a lot of displays. Usually displays in an Hermes store is like kind of like tucked away from people and you can't reach it. This one is literally just available there. Like you could practically touch it and like try it on, and nobody really stopped me from doing it. I think I waited probably about 20 minutes before I got a sales associate to be available to help me. The moment the sales associate was actually available, the first thing she said was, "What can I do for you? What are you looking for?" So it was very much like straight away. Like it was almost like no hi, hello kind of thing. Like there was no small talk, and I was like, oh my God, like there was no way I'm gonna have a good experience today, right? I just kind of said like, oh, like I'm really interested about like Oran sandals. I have a couple of Oran sandals, and I was like interested in like maybe adding like 1 or 2 more into my collection. But I'm also interested in a pair of mules, like the one with the H at the front, and I'm open to more neutral colors, so something like white or noir is what I said. So she actually asked me to go to the 2nd floor, which is where the women's floor is, and there was no available tables or benches or chairs. And when we went into this tucked in corner, there was actually a couple that was already there, and she said, is it okay for her to be sharing the room with you guys? And they said, oh, that's fine, we were actually about to leave. And so I had a whole section to myself. And so she was gone for, I would say, 15-20 minutes probably. And I was like, it's taking so long, right? Kind of vibe. But I was like, you know what? I wasn't really in a rush or anything like that at all. So I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'm just going to enjoy the moment. And then 15-20 minutes later, she actually went back and she got all these boxes. I'm not even joking, you guys. Like, literally, she was holding after, like, she literally was using her chin to hold the top of the box. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I got up and I was like, I have to help you. She's like, no, sit down, please. I'm like, no. So I kind of helped her, and there was like probably at least like 7 boxes. I hope I'm not over exaggerating, but honestly, she had so many boxes. And then she opened one of the boxes, and I was expecting it to be a black Hermes mule, and it was white. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I want the white one. So after bringing all the Oran sandals that she got me, I decided to actually keep the white mule. I wanted to expand my collection to introduce a little bit more like lighter neutrals, because obviously spring and summer is coming. So the buckle that was on the mule was actually a limited edition one. So it was only seasonal. It was a rose gold. And then she asked me, is there anything else I can help you? I was like, well, you know what? It's a long shot, but I really wanted to book a leather goods appointment. And she's like, oh, okay. And I was like, or I'm also open to any other bags too, if there is anything available. I understand that, you know, like even the regular bags like the Picotin or like their Her bags or any other Hermes bags like are not just easily accessible. Even if I go into the store, like I totally understand that. It's just like, absolutely, like, you know what, like it's really hard to get a bag here in Germany, and also like even the regular bags, it's really hard to get them too. So at this point I was already thinking to myself, like I would not get any bags in this appointment, which is fine. I walked in with that mentality that I was not going to get anything. I mean, most of the time you go into the Hermes store, you're definitely not going to get anything. So at this point they're practically gold dust. Like, I've been to so many Hermes stores and you cannot even just walk up to any sales associate and get them. I've read some reviews, I've seen them online that people are so lucky to get them, and I just had like pretty much my hopes like are very, very low when it comes to getting or scoring a bag at an Hermes store. So I didn't really figure that I was gonna get offered anything. I'm also very understanding about that, but at the same time, like I guess, like, you know, if I don't ask, I will never be able to know if there is anything available. So I just ask every single store that I go to. And she said, oh yeah, absolutely. She was so lovely, she was so nice, and we were like joking and laughing the whole time anyways. So I figured like she was the first sales associate that I really vibed with, and I was like, Germany is not really too far, and I really love Germany anyways. I got such good luck in Germany, I might come back more. So she said, I could book you like a leather appointment. I just have to ask my colleague. It didn't happen, by the way. And she said, but I could also check at the back if I have any other bags. Is there anything that you're looking for? I'm like, obviously, everybody probably says a Birkin or a Kelly, which I did too. I said along the lines of a smaller bag. I wanted like a Birkin 25 or a mini Kelly. And in the colors of noir, gold hardware. I'm open to a palladium hardware as well. I also said I would love a cray or nada or a tube is what I said. But I also know those are mainly coda bags for a lot of people. But if there is a mini Kelly, I would be open to a little bit of a pop of color, as long as it's like a muted color is what I said. But I'm also open to any other bags. If you have any Her bag, I've been in a hunt for a Her bag, and also a Picotin is what I said. But I would prefer a Birkin or a Kelly or a Constance. And the Her bag would be kind of like just in case. So she was like, okay, let me see what I can do. I will definitely ask my colleague about the leather appointment and I'll get back to you. So she left. And at that point I was like, okay, like this is the furthest I've ever been to a Hermes store. So I figured like, maybe there is something, maybe there is not. My heart was telling me that, you know, maybe there is something, but I was also very not hopeful, just because I know it's really hard to get a bag anyways at the store. So 15 minutes rolled by, and then another 5 minutes rolled by. It was already 20 minutes at this point, and I'm like, oh my God, it's taking so long. And when I was watching a lot of videos, there people were saying that, like, you know, if they're gone for a while, maybe there is something. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try on some of the clothes. Like, there was clothes in the room, and there was this beautiful jacket that I was looking at the whole time. And I was trying it on, and then next thing you know, she was back. And I was like, oh my God, like, let me just take this off. I'll put it back in the hanger, whatever. And then I didn't even like notice that she had a box with her. I was like this. I was like starting to get so teary. I was like, it was like the most like surreal, intense feeling of my life. So I was like, what is going on? Like, I was not expecting to see an orange box. And so she's like, well, like, I found something. And she's like, but let me close the door. So she closed the door. I was like, oh my God, this is so surreal. Like, I feel like it is happening. I was like, what is going on? Like, I was like, in my head, I was like, I should be filming this, but I also didn't film. Like, it was like kind of in my head, but I totally forgot about it so fast. Like, I aborted the mission. And she's like, I found something, but I'm not so sure if you like it. I was like, oh, like, she like pretty much like just killed the mood right away. I was like, oh, sure, whatever. Like, I'll take a look, you know, like, what's the worst that could happen at this point? Like, I'm just glad to be able to experience like being offered something in an Hermes store. She opened the box and she was like, oh, I don't know if you like it. It's my, then she was like looking at it and she opened and it was like, no, I loved it. Like, the lyrics, I was like, I loved it. Like, I was like so shocked that I was offered something in a Hermes store. Like, I'm gonna tell you guys, it's not a Coda bag, but it is still an amazing bag. I'll just show you guys because I'm honestly just over the moon. And when she's like, do you like it? I was like, are you kidding me? I love it. Yeah, like when you said, like, I don't know if you like it. I don't know if you're gonna like it. I don't know if the color is for you. But you said something along the natural colors. And so I chose this. And I was like, oh my God, it's such a good job. At this point, I was already crying. I don't want to ruin my makeup. Like, I spent so much time. And you know what's funny? Like, I wasn't even the most dressed. Like, I didn't even have my Birkin with me. I honestly just showed up in Lululemon leggings. I wore Doc Marten boots. I have my Fendi puffer jacket, so I guess I was kind of designer. I didn't even do my hair. I literally had my hair on a bun. The chances of me going in is so slim of me getting a bag. A lot of people really showed up dressed up, and I was like, and I always do that. And I was like telling to myself, if I'm gonna get offered a bag, I'm gonna get offered a bag, even if like how I looked, how I dressed, or whatever it may be. I was like over the moon. I could not believe it. I was just like telling myself, this is not happening. Like, of all people, like me. Like, I had my hair in a bun. Like, people showed up in their Birkins. Maybe if I showed up with my Birkin, then maybe like she'd have offered me a Birkin or a Kelly. But a girl is not complaining, let me just tell you. So, without further ado, let's go with unboxing. Okay, so do you guys see this? It's a huge box, okay? This is so exciting for me. You don't even know. Let's start with the first one because this is actually what I came for anyways, and I got it. Maybe getting something probably helped, but I've also been to an Hermes store before and I got like 2 orange sandals and a twilly and I still didn't get offered anything. So I feel like it really depends on a sales associate. This is so surreal. What the hell? The box itself is stunning. Hermes has the best packaging, honestly. I just love their dust bags. But I got the mule in white and the buckle is actually in rose gold. So I always love gold accessories. I only own 1 silver bag and I always gravitate towards gold more. Honestly, for me, like mixing metals is not a problem, but I prefer gold always. But how stunning! It is honestly beautiful. Is it just me or do you guys also smell your leather? You guys. How stunning. The thing about Hermes though, the hunt is kind of the fun part. I know people complain about it. And I do too, because it is kind of ridiculous walking into the store with, you know, like money that you can obviously afford and they don't offer you anything. I've never tried my luck in Paris, and I will soon because I'm gonna be going to Paris anyways. But I just like, people always talk about Paris being the lucky place to get like, you know, something, but like nobody talks about Munich. I should be like hiding Munich, to be honest. Like, I should not really be sharing it to people because I don't want people getting bags before me. Okay. So we're gonna do an unboxing for the bag finally. I haven't opened it, guys, because I was waiting for this moment to do it with all of you. And it is my first time seeing it again after the appointment. I honestly don't even remember how the bag smells or look. I was just so excited to be offered. I was like, take it. I was like, you know what? I'm cashing out. Like, I don't even need to know the price. I really should have, but I had a feeling it was going to be cheaper than resale anyway. So I was like, whatever. And so they offered me champagne. And at that point I was like, is there any more bags? Just okay. I'm so nervous. I'm legit sweating. So rude. So amateur about like unboxing videos. It's so funny. Honestly, is my first Hermes bag unboxing. And the first bag I was offered in store, so bear with me. But I know even the tissue from Hermes is smooth as butter. It's like a league on its own. I don't even want to wrinkle it because they'll just be rude. Okay, guys. Oh my god, it's so true what they say. There's like an Hermes pillow. So I can see that there is a handbook. You guys are ready? What do you think is the color? Like, do you have any guesses? Because you could probably tell from the top already. But say hello to my new and stunning first her bag. I can't believe it. It is stunning. It's in the size 31. I don't even know the color, to be honest with you. She pulled it out and I was just like, that's coming home with me. Absolutely. I didn't even know there was a zipper here. So the thing I'm confused though is like, I don't know where the key is and the lock. Like, it usually comes with it. So unfortunately I cannot take the plastic bag off yet because I'm actually going to London in a couple of days and I will have to do my tax refund at the airport, so I'll have to leave it just in case you have to inspect the bag. But here she is. Isn't she stunning? She is beautiful. Like, it's in gold hardware. Everything I'm hoping for in a her bag is right here. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys are feeling hopeful to be offered any bag at Hermes store. It happened to me, it will happen to you too. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like this video and consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon. I hope you guys are having the best day or night wherever you are, and we'll talk to you guys later. Love you.